Hello, good afternoon, good evening, or good morning. Wrong way round. Wherever you are, we are in the evening. We are back with another episode 139 of the Real Wrestling Show.
Dash blog.
And we are the Real Wrestling Show for what we believe to be the Real Wrestling Show, which is
AEW.
No AEW in my background, unfortunately.
So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children above the ages of 15, because we swear and do other things, we proudly bring to you the greatest wrestling, blogging, tag team champions of the world. We got...
The Bold Bastard, Big C.
And we got...
We've also got...
The Phenomenal Dorsey, and together we make up the Real Wrestling Show...
Dash Blogio. And what we do on here is do a review through Dynamite and Rampage, put our opinion on what we thought of the show. Our opinions, just like most people, doesn't mean shit. So take it with a pinch of salt, rub around the edges, as you can see. Anything else to add, Atos?
Yeah, I'm the storyline writer, so my word does mean a lot, but, you know...
That is true.
They do steal my stories all the time and I don't get paid for it. I want my money.
Since the inception of our blog, it seems to have, like, week by week, followed by all the examples that we keep giving and being like, they shouldn't do this, they should do that, and it all just keeps coming into place, which is awesome.
Yeah.
But, going to do a run through of Dynamite. Started off with a huge battle royale.
Yeah. 10 tag team battle royale. Qualifying match for the pay-per-view. Brilliant match, I thought, for a battle.
12 teams, 6 teams.
It was 10 teams, it said.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. My bad.
Yeah, fuck you.
Just kick me off the blog.
Have you got have you got much notes on this? Have you got
notes on this one, so I'll run through this one first. We had Proud and Powerful, Private Party, Dark Order, Ass Boys, Butcher and a Blade, Bucks, Best Friends, FTR, Red Dragon 2.0. I don't think I missed any. I might have. I'm not sure. Alex and a Blade, Proud and Powerful attack the Ass Boys. Alex and a Blade get eliminated. Proud and Powerful attack the Ass Boys. Austin gets eliminated. Colton gets eliminated. Butcher's clothesline to the Bucks was quite nice. Nasty landing by Butch on Trent when he did the power slam. Looked quite heavy. Butch gets eliminated. Soul Food by Best Friends. Chuck gets eliminated. Quinn gets eliminated. Isaiah gets saved by Matt Hardy after getting knocked off. Gets chucked back in and then immediately falls out after. John Silver, dodgy splash in the corner by 2.0. 2.0 both get eliminated. Then Ortiz kicks to the moonsault in Santana by the Bucks. That was quite nice. Nick gets eliminated. Nice Red Dragon by Double Team, which I didn't actually note down quick enough because the match was too busy. But it was very nice. Orange saves Trent from underneath the ring. Fish gets eliminated. Tully eliminates Cash by trying to eliminate John Silver. 6 men now are left in the ring, which at this point, it went stale as hell for me. Sick backstabber by John Silver. DDT by Dax was nice. Santana and Trent get kicked out by the drop kicks off O'Reilly and the Bucks. Sick backdrop to by Dax. Stiff shots on the apron by Dax and Santana. No, sorry. Dax stamp with O'Reilly. Dax stamping on O'Reilly. Fish kicks the leg from underneath Trent. Therefore, he gets eliminated. No, not Trent. What am I talking about? Dax, sorry. Dax then eliminated. Double suplex by John Silver. Matt and O'Reilly do a combo. John Silver gets eliminated. Matt screwed by O'Reilly for the winning of the match. So, Red Dragon in the match. I went with John Silver man of the match.
Yeah, I agree. I went with John Silver man of the match.
That's pretty good, man, considering so many people in there, and I had 6 moments.
And I had 4 yowie wowies.
And Then we had a little bit of after the match action.
Yeah.
Argument went on between the Bucks and Red Dragon. Hangman comes out, attacks Red Dragon. Cole comes out, Hangman catches a leg. John Silver dives off the apron. Bucks shot to O'Reilly. Hangman says, "Who's ready for Adam Page story time, baby?" Says he's going to bury Cole. Very nice promo.
Yep. Young Bucks did nothing, just stood there and watched, confused, not knowing what to do.
It was good, man. I thought it was, like, the match for me, right, it started off pretty good when everyone was in there. Not all the bits were caught, some of them were missed, but primarily it was caught. But then when it was only 6 men left, it just went really stale for me. Like, it just went really pants, like, to me.
I think it was just a bit too long to get there, wasn't it?
Yeah, maybe, like, but then the after the match, that was all pretty good. It kind of brought it back, and it was like, oh, right, there's the storytelling in that. There wasn't a great deal of storytelling in the ring.
Yeah.
You know, maybe a little bit of the Hardy Boys and Isaiah.
Yeah.
Who's Isaiah? Matt Hardy and Isaiah. Gotta get used to saying that, the Hardy Boys. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we will. I reckon that's what the big announcement's going to be myself.
Wait, on BT?
No, on is Dynamite he's doing a big announcement?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wednesday.
That's what I reckon, mate.
I'm not going to get tricked this time, though, Tony Khan. Stay up and watch it live because it messes my whole life up. So you can back right off.
Stay up till 3 in the morning. It's Gilbert! Oh.
Yeah.
Or even worse, it's Goldberg!
Goldberg, get his name right. Or Shark Boy. But what we got next, man?
Tony interview with Bryan Daniel talking about Garcia. Basically saying he likes Garcia, but he's going to kick his ass.
Mentions William Regal.
Yeah. Basically says he's going to be, if he had a cool or a good coach like William Regal, a few other names himself, Mox, then he might be a bit more further up the totem pole.
Yeah.
Even though, like, he's basically only just come on the scene now, he's in the main event with Dynamite.
Well, in all fairness, so I got to be fair, out of anybody at the moment, Bryan Daniel, so is that what we're talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah. He more than anybody is basically preaching that whole big I am one of the greatest wrestlers in the world. And it's like, he's the only one for me that's selling it.
Yeah.
So it does garner the fact that he is like in the spot, because it's not like he's just come in beating nobody. He has beat big names. Like,
I'm on about that. I'm on about Garcia, bro. Even though he's only, even though he's been there like less than a year, and he is very green, he's still been in main events in Rampage and Dynamite. He's been on, for someone who's relatively unknown, he's had plenty of exposure on Rampage and Dynamite, haven't he? Like, deservedly.
Yeah. Well, I'll say one thing. Last week, I said that it should have been Daniel Garcia versus Bryan Danielson, not Lee Moriarty. Boom, next week it happens. You're welcome. But,
so next week we want to see The Rock signed, alright?
We'll see Brian show next week. That's what we'd like to see. Brian Cage back.
Yeah.
Anyway, next up we had a promo in the ring. MJF looking very sad, crying straight away.
Yeah.
Say he's never fit in, got beat up because he was just a Jewish boy. Says when Punk left, he left him when he needed the most, and he will never be like Punk. He's better than him, and he knows it. Punk comes out and says, "Is it true?"
He also brings up the touchy subjects of like ADHD and things like that.
Yeah, good. It's brilliant, mate.
Apparently it's real as well.
That's the thing. It's been a while since, like, don't get me wrong, storylines like this have been done for years, like, do you know what I mean? But the fact there is that very real
it's
element
synthetic.
To it, because
it's synthetic, isn't it?
It's synthetic, absolutely. But most wrestlers, I feel, well, not most of them, but certainly some of them will be able to vouch for this, like, that they would have been like, it's like even us now, like, it's like you mentioned wrestling to people, and I say, oh, I think shit, like, oh, yeah. It's like whatever, and it's like yeah. Don't watch Die Hard. It's just as real.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But it was always hard to kind of believe in wrestling sort of thing because of the stigma behind it. So I think a lot of people did have that sort of outcasty type thing. Like, and wrestling is that non-reality place that you go to have that realism to fakeness, if that makes sense.
I think what makes him so intriguing is it is MJF, and you're not used to seeing MJF or a character of like MJF crying.
Yeah, but it could have worked with anybody, mate. But you know, the fact that MJF was such an egotistical prick. Right?
Yeah.
But yeah, very good promo.
Yeah.
And then says it's true, and then he cries again.
Yeah, and it is true apparently. So.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised, mate, at all.
No.
At the end of the day, that's where real story and like people link on to these characters is through these real stories and real experiences.
Yeah. Next up, we had an interview from Tony Schiavone to 2.0 and Garcia, basically rebutting Bryan Danielson. 2.0 basically said what I said. Well, if he isn't, if he had a better coach, blah blah blah. He's in the main event of Dynamite, isn't he? He's been in the main event of Dynamite before. He's been in the main event of Rampage. He's doing it because he's a fucking G. Basically.
Yeah.
And then we had, which feels like a rematch from the other week. I'm sure it was. House of Black versus Penta Dark and Pac, or Pento Esquero.
Who come to the ring with Baron Smeddy from the DVD game atmosphere. Being Alex Marvez. I don't know how that's going to... Alex Abrahantes. I don't know how that's going to pan out. Really don't. Don't like it at all.
Kicking off.
But yeah, do you want to...
Penta Esquero crossbody off the top to the outside on Black and Brody. Brody dominates, uses Pac on top of Penta, chops them into a Hurricanrana. Then a Tope Suicida, a Meteora by Black, then a nice German. Loads of lariats and kicks back and forth by everyone. Then a big crossbody off the top by Penta. A nice German by Pac, but Black hits the blind tag and he goes for the mist. Penta covers Black's mouth so he can't spit the mist and rolls him up. Penta and Pac win. I went with Penta El Esquero, man of the match.
I went with Pac. Just Pac.
After the match,
thing we did miss out. The first official move of the match was a 4-5-0 by Pac, which gets a 2 count.
Oh yeah, that was my second note. I don't know why I didn't write it. Let's say it.
But yeah, I had 3 mementos.
Just a 2 for me.
It was a good match, but more so just after halfway.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm not feeling Brody King.
No, he's not my cup of tea either, really. I don't think.
No, he haven't done himself any favours. He haven't progressed on anything, so...
Still early days, mind. Still early days. The lights go out as Black goes to use a shovel. Bum bum bum! It's Buddy Matthews. Buddy Matthews in ring and attacks Pac and Penta. Brody takes out the feds.
Non-feds.
Yeah, non-feds. And then a double stomp into the chairs by Buddy. The lights go out. They're gone.
You know, lights out. Penta's out of the ring. Pac is in the ring, crying. Did you notice that?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. When the lights come back on, Penta was outside the ring, and he come back in the ring, and it was Penta that got stamped onto the chairs.
Yeah.
And when he came back in the ring, he went over to Pac, and Pac was actually crying. So maybe this Penta Obscuro, he doesn't feel any pain. Everybody else feels it instead. Ooh, spooky. Next up, we had a promo hyped under Rosa Britt Baker. Very nice, very good, very non-even. is what it is. What do you think?
Yeah, it was alright, man.
It was nothing spectacular, but next up we had an in-ring promo, which was Eddie Kingston facing off with Jericho. Non-feds in the ring. Jez calls Eddie a street thug. Eddie reacts to that. Eddie wants to fight, go back down the road to WWE. Jez says he didn't know who you were, thought you were Eddie Edwards. Saw your match against What's His Face, which, that's Cody.
Yeah.
Saw your promo, thought you were awesome. Says you look like a jobber. Says that he's jealous, that he can't be on my level. Eddie says he does things his way, doesn't have to leech off anybody. Jez says all your idols were failures, your uncle and your dad. Eddie Kingston says bring the Jericho of old. Mentions Triple H and the Rock.
Yeah, Paul Lavaca.
Good. Lot of energy, lot of emotion.
Yeah, good digs by both to like WWE, where he's like, this is a wrestling company, not an entertainment company. And he was like, I know.
Yeah.
But you know what? Unlike the other place, I'm actually entertaining.
Yeah, no, it was good, man. It was a really good promo, and the way that he kind of they got in Eddie's head at the end of it, like, well, all the way through it to lead up to the end, like, where it's like, yeah, you know you're going to fail, like, I mean, you don't believe in yourself. And it's kind of there's a very real element there, like, I mean,
Yeah.
Eddie Kingston does that guy who has got all the potential in the world, but just thinks, well, yeah, I haven't got the look. Everybody says that I haven't got the look. I'm not going to be able to make it with this look that I've got, that is my look.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm a failure. I'm always going to be a failure, no matter how hard I try. So, it's a good element there, man.
Yeah. Good pay-per-view. Good promo. Basically ends with Kingston challenging Jericho to a match of the pay-per-view.
Mm-hmm.
Which he accepts.
Which we all know.
Next up, we had the AHFO in a promo. Hardy challenges Sting, Darby, and Sammy G versus Andrade, Hardy, and Isaiah Cassidy to a first ever six-man tornado tag at the pay-per-view.
Hardy also says, are you going to use Isaiah to win again?
Yeah.
A little dig at the way that his match happened the other day.
Yeah.
Where Isaiah won the match when tag with him.
Also worth noting, on Elevation, Hardy kind of ditched Isaiah after he lost. He lost, and Matt Hardy kind of just walked out on him.
As you do. Then next up, we had a squash match. Kind of? No? I don't know. I haven't got many notes on this one.
I haven't got...
versus 10.
Yeah, qualifying match.
Yeah. All I've got is delay suplex by 10, diving badge by 10, ragdoll, stacks, crabs, the mass, spear finish.
Yeah, pretty much. It was a good match. It was a good match.
I thought it was stale. Stacks wasn't in his usual self. Not a great match at all. I had 0 moments, 10 man on it.
Stacks ran a match for me, and I had 2 moments.
Wowie yowie! Then we had a promo after by Red Dragon and Adam Cole. Buck says, double crossing bastards. But then they said, hey, you could win the next Battle Royale. The casino one. It's a good angle, right? And then your favourite wrestler and mine, the Bunny, not Jane. Hey, but Biggs, you say the Kez is your favourite wrestler. That's right, he is. If he was in a wrestling match with Jade, he would be. If Hogan was in a wrestling match with Jade, he'd be my favourite wrestler too. And I hate the fucker.
But Benny's awesome. I like Benny.
Benny is awesome. You want to shoot on this one?
Yeah, man, it was for the TBS title. Nice Russian leg sweep into the guardrails by Benny. I thought that was well cool. Hardy comes out at this point. Delete to Sterling. Nice drop kick to the bum in the corner by Benny, kind of knocking Jade's head into the post.
Jade was very beat up until that point.
Yeah. Shit running elbow in the corner by Jade. She looked like she kind of ran, stopped, and then just went.
Yeah. Pants.
It looked.
Nice slam.
Huh?
Nice follow-away slam.
Yeah. Running knee left by Bunny, but then Jade counters into a spinebuster.
Hold on. Just after the sliding elbow in the corner, Bunny goes for a pin, and essentially it should have been a 3 count because Jade didn't actually kick out.
Really?
Yeah, didn't you see that?
No. Oh, I might have. I don't know. I haven't noted it. But it rings
Yeah,
a bell.
she didn't kick out. The ref literally stopped counting. Jade's shoulder was still on the mat, and then she lifted it up. It's pathetic. Yeah.
Matt distracts ref, throws in the knuckles, but Sterling throws in the belt. Jade blocks the knuckle shot with the belt. Hardy and Sterling. Out of here!
Yeah.
Benny gets a 2 on the roll-up thrust kicks, but Jade counters down the rabbit hole into a Jaded. Jade wins. Bunny, man of the match.
Bunny, man of the match.
2 moments.
0 moments.
After the match, Tony in the ring with Jade, who's left. Ty Conti comes out, gets in Jade's face. Bunny attacks, gets the Ty KO. Jade pump kick to Ty on the sly. And then Anna Jay makes the save with a chair.
But I will say one thing. The whole people running in to save their buddies thing stopped after we said it a couple of times on the blog. Why is people coming out after so long to make the same?
Yeah.
That's, I mean, so yeah. But yeah, Jade is getting better. I won't deny it. I will tell the truth always on this blog. She's still absolutely dreadful, though. And I don't like the fact that she's being forced on my friend. Roman Jades. Anyway, next up we had a promo. It was Keith Lee smiling as he always does. Stacks and Hobbs come in and say, "Stay in your lane."
Yeah.
Stay in your lane. Stay there.
Keith Lee just looks whatever.
Yeah, well, yeah. But anyway, moving on to the main event of Dynamite. Over to you, Dawes.
Dynamite main event. Which is Danny Garcia. This
Speak
is...
to the mic, Dawes. Speak to the mic. Speak to the mic.
Not even holding the mic, you dumb prick.
There it is.
It's a rolling pin.
It's a dibber.
Butterfly suplex into a submission by Daniel Garcia was nice. Locks hands, then Bryan Daniel rolls into the label lock. Nice old school chop block by Garcia. Then into a leg lock. Bryan Daniel's face claws Garcia during a submission. Nice dragon screw by Garcia. Suplex from the ring to the outside by BD. Then a running knee strike off the apron. Shotgun drop kick off the top by BD. Tiger suplex, get out and walk. Tiger suplex. Then a cattle mutilation by BD. Countered into an ankle lock with stomps by Garcia. Cauliflower shot by BD. Then the interlocked fist punch out. I thought that was well cool.
Yeah, that was proper.
Triangle sleeper with arms raised. Bryan Daniel wins. Bryan Daniel, man of the match.
Bryan Daniel, man of the match.
And I had 5. A booker.
I had 4. 4 times. 4 times.
Bryan Daniel cuts a promo on 2.0. Cuts a promo, sorry, 2.0 attack BD. Mox comes out, takes out 2.0. BD stops Garcia using a chair on Mox. Mox hits the paradigm shift on Garcia. BD throws down the chair, says, and Mox says, "You got a match of Revolution, baby."
You got it, baby, you've got it.
Sorry, BD says, "You got a match of Revolution."
You're right, kicking on?
Huh?
I'm kicking on, yeah?
Yeah, that was it. That's the end of the match. It's the end of the
I
show.
should say you're like it.
Huh?
Are we going to move on to Rampage now?
No, we have a break, you know that.
We'll pause it then.
Well, break. So,
did you pause it then? Yeah. Excellent, good man.
Moving on to Rampage.
Rampage. Get your grin in there, Dawes. Get your grin in there.
Do you want to start it off, bro?
Yeah, I'll start off. Started off with the TNT Championship between Sammy Guevara and Andrade. Stale to start, nice ending to the match. A huge chop by Idlilo early on. Oh, them cookies are proper like most of my mouth. Both laying in the ropes, taunting each other. Standing Spanish fly by Sammy G. Sammy G pushed off the top into the guardrail. Suplex on the ramp by Idlilo. Jumping knee by Sammy G was nice. Idlilo falls off the ropes to the outside. That was quite nice. Sammy G dive, missed. He didn't miss him. He hit him, but he like proper overcasted and Andrade had to stand in.
You fell.
Oh shit, we lost the camera, dude. DDT on the apron by Idlilo was nice. Super Spanish by Sammy G gets a 2 count. Hardy takes the turnbuckle off whilst Andrade tries to take his own off in the corner. Hardy went to push Idlilo off the ropes when he used his ropes to get an illegal pin. Sammy kicks Idlilo's leg, hits his face on the exposed turnbuckle, which looked absolutely amazing. Super cutter for the finish was absolutely incredible. Sammy G wins. Sammy G still champ. Sammy G man of the match.
Andrade man of the match for me.
Oh, you love that man, don't you?
Yeah. And I had 3.
3 for me as well, bro.
Yeah, it was a good match, I thought.
Yeah, it was pretty good. It was the best match on the show, to be honest.
Yeah.
Probably one of the better matches, including in Dynamite, that as well.
Yeah.
And after the match, HFO attack. Darby and Sting come out. Darby runs down the ramp through the ring and does a dive straight away, and then it's a coffin drop to Isaiah on the inside.
And yeah, then yeah, exactly.
Oh no!
Moving on.
Oh no!
QT comes out, cuts a promo on Taz and Hook. Oh, you didn't know me. I'm tone deaf. That sounds like a complete different song.
Gotcha.
Tune, mate. I love it. On my playlist. Fat. Yeah, comes out. Hook comes out. Takes out all QT students except for the final one who says fuck that and exit.
Now this is during Como's entrance, yeah?
What was it?
Yeah.
Fair enough.
We had like a promo in an entrance, and then we had a promo with a promo in an entrance.
Yeah, which the next step was Sky and Ethan Page and Dan Lambert promo. Dan says, I will get you your title, TNT title shot, Scorpio. Well, to be fair, it doesn't seem that hard. You just go up to Sammy and go, I want a title shot, and he's like, yeah, man.
Yeah. Punch him in the face, kick him in the nuts. Seems to work.
Yeah, next up we had Comoroto versus Wardlow.
which was halfway through when we started all them promos.
Nice gut wrench by Nick Camarato. Gut wrench suplex, that is. A German, then an overhead belly to belly by Wardlow was beast. Wardlow catches Nick in the corner, then throws him over the top to the outside. Looked like the strike allowing.
Yeah.
And one-armed gorilla press by Nick countered into a spinebuster by Wardlow. Wardlow hits a powerbomb symphony. Wardlow wins. I went with Wardlow man of the match.
Wardlow man of the match.
And 3 moments.
Good one.
After the match, Solo tries to hit a top rope crossbody. Wardlow catches him. Spear smashes Solo with a chair while Wardlow's holding. He's like, "What the fuck are you doing, mate?"
It's his hands.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Not seen that before.
No, I haven't either. Again, good, decent match and a wicked story going there between everyone.
Spears says powerbomb is not getting over. The fans boo. Get back to basics. No more powerbombs. Wardlow looks pissed.
Yeah.
Yeah, proper pissed. Then we had a promo or an advertisement for Double or Nothing at Vegas.
Yeah.
Should be fun. There is something surrounding that, though. I'm not sure this. I'm sure that, for some reason, in my head, I've got that they're going to do a split show. So they're going to be in Vegas, and then they're going to be in, like, Jacksonville at the same time or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. But anyway, next up, we had a 5-minute challenge by Serena Deeb versus Kayla Sparks. Squash match.
Yeah.
Serena Deeb, man of the match. Let's just get it out there. Nice stretch in the corner by Deeb. Serenity Lock for the finish.
Yeah.
Moving on.
Yep. 0 moments. Next up, we had a contract signing between Britt and Thunder in ring with Tony. They talk smack. Britt and Co attack Thunder Rosa. Mercedes makes the saves and puts Jamie Hayter through the table.
Well, Thunder Rosa was the one that attacked first. She jumped over the table.
Yeah.
Would you expect? Not fiery Thunder Rosa. Then we have picture in picture with Mark Henry.
Yeah.
Is he there? For a change. That was crap.
Yeah, between Orange and Anthony Bowens. Moving on to the main event of Rampage's evening.
Yo, listen.
Listening.
Every love see Acclaim.
Which was a qualifying match with Orange Cassidy versus Anthony Bowens. Caster takes Orange to the rock. Oh, Caster challenges Orange to rap. Orange hits the fake kicks. And word to your mother. Yuta takes Caster out on the outside. Caster takes Yuta out with a chain. Bowen slams Orange on the apron. Nice ripcord neckbreaker by Anthony Bowens. Caster drops Orange around with a chain around the throat. Oh, drags Orange around. Orange launch shoulder face into the corner buckles. Crossbody off the top by Orange. Caster pulls the leg of Orange, running off the rope. Spin around face plant by Bowens was nice. Michinuka driver gets a 2 count for Orange. They fight while in the middle of the ropes, like hanging over the middle of the ropes. That was quite cool. Beastie sent on from the ring to the outside and a diving DDT off the top. Then a tornado DDT gets a 2 count for Orange.
Yeah, nice.
Caster throws the boombox in the ring. Danhausen creeps up behind Caster and puts the curse on him.
Yeah, very nice, very even.
Orange punch for Caster, orange punch for Bowens, orange wins, and I went with orange man of the match.
Oh, well, that orange man of the match. Quite enjoyed this match.
Yeah, it was a good match, I thought.
But he had a good bit of energy in this one. But yeah, 2 moments for me.
5 for me, bro. A bucker.
Bloody hell, blood. Yeah, overall though, I didn't feel like it was a good show, that one.
No.
It was okay. First match was okay, and the last match was okay, but the rest of it was a bit.
I feel like with
Same with
Rampage, they're trying to fit too much in.
Yeah.
I just feel like it's an hour show, guys. You know what I mean? You can't fit 2 hours worth of TV in an hour. Simple.
It was 3 matches and then a couple of promos, but now it's 4 matches and a couple of promos.
Yeah, exactly.
But they've got to be careful not to oversaturate the actual hour, like you just said, now filling it up with too much shit, and then eventually fans start turning off when they do eventually need a 2-hour show.
Yeah, exactly.
So, yeah, got to be careful.
But overall,
so now,
a decent week in AEW.
What?
Overall, a decent showing from AEW, I think, for both shows.
Yeah, it was a little bit lackluster for me this week. Entertaining nonetheless, like there were still entertaining bits that kept me watching all the way through.
Yeah.
I didn't feel like, oh man, this is that WWE, I gotta turn it off. You know what I mean? So,
yeah.
Move on, shall we? Do some rumours of the wrestling. I only have one.
Go for it, brother.
Mr. Cesaro has left WWE.
Yeah, do you know if he was released or he just let his contract run out?
His contract was up, and they didn't offer him a good enough deal that he wanted, so he went, nah, you're off. And he also didn't like the way he was being used.
Obviously, he hasn't been used right for about 10 years.
No, exactly.
What do you think?
Knew if
Cesaro?
If people had him, then they would have been making money off his back, like, do you know what I mean? So, like they do, they need janitors in WWE. They need experienced wrestlers to clean cars.
Yeah.
Not just experienced wrestlers, the top-notch ones with characters, like with real charismatic characters on the indies. They need those ones in specific.
Yeah.
You know.
What's your feelings on it? Cesaro to AEW? Where do you want him?
I want AEW to get Cesaro. I want him to fight Hangman. I want him to beat Hangman. And I want it to be the new champ.
Fair. Definitely, I'd go with it. Mate, I'd love him to come to AEW, but I wouldn't mind if he went to Impact either, to be honest. I think he'd suit Impact.
AEW all day long.
Oh yeah, definitely, mate. He's definitely good enough. Definitely in all ways, like many making, draw power, athletic, as a wrestler, as a promo guy. He's his total package, man.
Exactly, mate. The only thing is Cesaro's age now.
Yeah.
Right, he's still incredible. So.
But AJ Styles signs another new deal. He recently signed one last year. This time he signed for what people are saying is Brock Lesnar money.
I heard it's $3 million a year.
Yeah, Brock Lesnar money.
Yeah. Thing is, though, mate, it's like what WWE are doing, which is quite sly, is they're saying, "Oh, what we'll do is we'll give you this amount of money, and that's fine. You'll get paid that amount of money, provided you're hot."
Yeah.
If you go stale, though, they can just get rid of your contract. They can just bin you off whenever, but you can't leave whenever.
Yeah.
So it's a 0-hour contract, basically.
Yeah, well, mate, when is AJ Styles ever going to get stale?
No, I get that, mate.
Even if they tried to book AJ Styles into a shithole, the crowd would still live him. So.
Yeah, no, I get that.
Pretty.
Yeah.
But apparently he says it's not only that, he wants to stay with WWE to become a trainer or a producer or whatever.
Yeah.
And my last bit of news is TK triggers a clause in Bryan Cage's contract to extend it for another year.
Yeah. I want to see Bryan Cage back on TV.
I do as well. It's a weird one, isn't it? Because we we were like, yeah, Team Taz isn't working for him. So Tony Khan was like, yeah, I agree with you, lads. Let's write a storyline and get him out of there. And then he just hasn't done anything with him since.
Sometimes, though, mate, it's good to have a bit of a break to make sure that link has been completely collapsed before a person backlogs, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, agreed. Hopefully he's not doing a Vince. Fuck Vince, let's get that in there.
I got in several times before.
Yeah.
But yeah, the thing is, what people don't seem to remember in AEW, it's a smaller company, for a start. It's not WWE. It's not transitioned itself to be WWE. It doesn't book his matches or schedule his TV the same as WWE. It's completely different. This is why we've got rotational.
Plus, there's also 6 hours less TV time than WWE.
Yeah, but Brian Cage, nonetheless, is being talked about.
Yeah.
He hasn't been on TV for months. Do you know what I mean? But he's still being talked about. Why would you need him on TV? People are still talking about him.
Yeah.
Still got AEW, do you know what I mean? So the rotational system does work, but I think it's about capturing that stigmata of what people like either jump on to go, ooh, we don't like that, or yeah, we love that. Do you know what I mean? AEW seem to be very good at doing that. You know, so yeah, so I like to see Brian Cage back.
Yeah, me too.
That's all I got there, bro.
Yeah, that's all I got. That is it.
See?
That's it.
I've been Big.
I've been Dorsey. Together, we've been the Real Wrestling Show Blog.
And don't know how long it's going to be until my laptop specs, but thank you for watching, thank you for liking, thank you for sharing, thank you anybody who's helped, thank you anybody who's liked.
I like the way you're doing this with cookies shoved in your mouth. It's awesome.
Peace. Catch you next week.
Peace.